Alright, so picked up the new BOOLOTS slinger the other day, and I've never had one in this chambering, in this cartridge, and quite honestly, there's not that many people that are loading ammo for it. So I got from my buddy Dakota. He texted me and said, hey man, I know you're looking for this stuff. They got it at the Sportsman's Warehouse. So earlier I ran to the Sportsman's Warehouse, picked some up, and then I went to Tolliver's and picked up a different one, which you're going to see in another video. And they had some of this ammo in, so let me show you. I had to go and grab this stuff. It's windy out here, but the Sportsman's Warehouse, that's where these BOOLOTS are supposed to be. And somewhere on this aisle, it's gonna be here. All right, I'm down here in the pickup because it's super windy, but got us a bag of some BOOLOTS. Let's get back to the house and I'll show you the bing bang we're gonna fling them out of. And so every time I pick something up new, right, I normally get quite a bit of ammo so I can test it and see what it likes the best. You guys watch my show for any amount of time know every particular BOOLOTS slinger is gonna like one type of ammo versus another. Same with the hand load and stuff. It's definitely gonna love one load over the other. So Sportsman's Warehouse, here's what I picked up. From Tolliver's, when I picked the thing up, I actually got one box of this stuff right here. This is, man, that light's too bright. We got the lights too bright on you, man. I got one of these from Tolliver's right when I picked up the Bang Bang. But they had all this at Sportsman's Warehouse. 6mm arc. The match is in 108. And then I got, so I got 3 boxes of that total. And then I got some of the Precision Hunter. If we catch a deer with it, we might use this if it groups good. 103 grain. Again, there's not many people that are loading 6mm arc. It's one of those, hey, these guys came up with the stuff, so they're some of the only people loading it so far. And then we got some of this 105 grain black stuff, so that's, maybe you might call that middleweight. This is some of the stuff they had at Tolliver's, so if you need some of that, you might want to run down there quick. And then this was also at Tolliver's too. Believe it or not, Fort Scott is loading this 6mm arc stuff. And how heavy is this? I would guess it to be the heaviest, but oh no, I take it back. It's the lightest. 90 grain. So that might be interesting. So we got 103 grain Precision Hunter, 105 grain in the black, 108 grain of this stuff, and 90 grain in the Fort Scott. So 6mm arc. I never had one. I have one video up with 6mm arc, flinging it at 1,000 yards with my buddy Alabama Arsenal. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But 6mm arc, let me just show you one of these dudes. Low recoil. What's the BC on some of these? Does it say? How you gonna have the match stuff and not print the BC on it? Hold up, I'll be right back. Let me look this up. So real quick, I just looked it up off the website. This 108 grain match, the G1 BC is 536. 536.536 on the G1 scale. And this says coming out of a 24-inch barrel, it's going to be getting 2,750 feet per second. Now, definitely going to have to chronograph this stuff because I'm fixing to show you the BOOLOTS slinger that we're going to sling all this stuff out of. Is a 16-inch barrel, not 24, so that's a considerable difference. I honestly don't know what to expect, but I'll probably guess somewhere around 2,400 feet per second. But all that being said, we got to show you the Bang Bang that we're going to sling them out of. But like I said, stay tuned. Just like I do with everything else, I'm going to be doing a full series on 6mm arc, sighting it in, BOOLOT testing, chronograph, so on and so forth. Before I show you this thing, let me just show you one of these. If you've never seen one, you might be like, what? Check that out. Short and stubby. That's a 6mm arc. What do I have here to compare it to. Here's a 300 Win Mag. Big difference. Look at that. 6mm arc is tiny. But yeah. We can take a deer with that. That's the Precision Hunter. Oh, no. That's the Boat Tail Hollow Point black box. Well, I want to see what the Precision Hunter looks like. Should we do some loading for 6mm arc? I don't know how easy or how hard that is because I've never had it before. There's the Precision Hunter. But yeah, let me show you this bing bang here quick. Man, this lighting in this camera is not doing good today, is it? Looks kind of fuzzy. Alright, so what do we got? Here's the box. It's red and it's black. You guys have been watching the channel for a while or recognize this. The CMMG box. So what in the devil is this? Well, this is actually super cool and I'm really excited about it. This is CMG's BR4. It has a Descent upper. If you know anything about CMMG, then you might be familiar with the Descent. It's pretty cool. And let me show you about it here real quick. Let me get out of the box. Alright, so I'm going to make this quick and then we're really going to deep dive in some future videos following up real quick. But this is the new CMMG BR4. 16.1 inch barrel. I believe off the top of my head they're making these at least off to start in 7 different chamberings. Like I said, this one's in 6mm arc. It's a side charger right there. MB controls here, mag release. The safety is right here. If I can push it. A little bit different than what you might expect on something, but Remington 870 style stock. What I read is this is compliant in 47 states, so you can have this almost anywhere in America. But really unique design. If you're not familiar, like I said, with the CMMG Descent, bufferless AR style. So normally on an AR, you'd have to have your buffer tube right here and then your stock. Well, the CMMG Descent MK4 uppers, this is compatible with, so you could get a different upper, put it on it, and you have a different chambering, so on and so forth. You guys know the jig, but super cool. You guys that watch the show know it's my goal to have videos and have my own knowledge and experience on literally everything under the sun. So this right here is going to help us get all that knowledge on the 6mm arc and put all that in the brain tank. But stay tuned. Like I said, I've been on the hunt for the BOOLOTS. Now we got all those, 4 different types. And we got the CMMG BR4 in. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of testing. I think I'm going to put something on here. I mean, you could use this for whatever you want, right? Long range, bench rest, catching deers, you know, self-protection, so on and so forth. But very cool. Very, very, very cool. I love this type of stock on here. Yeah, and the thing is sweet. It has a single stage trigger, which, best of my knowledge, I believe I read the trigger that it comes with is a 4.5 pound single stage. There you go, side charger. But I'm going to get some glass on here, and I've got a whole bunch of testing to do. Pretty slick. Pretty excited about this. Let me know what optic you would put on here. I almost kind of want to do a high power LPVO, like a 1 to 10. But then really, I kind of want to do what I do on everything here. And put something with some 24 zoomies on it. But we'll see what happens. We might even go crazy and go even bigger than that. But maybe a 4 to 16 on here. That way, I don't know. Anyways, because if you put an LPVO on here like a 1 to 10, then you still have that 1 power for up close. And then you still have that 10 power if you want to do hunting and long range stuff. I don't know. Let me know what you would do. But stay tuned for a whole lot more videos on the 6mm arc. And us using this CMMG BR4. Yeah. Definitely cool. Something different than pretty much everybody has ever seen before. And I dig it. I like that stock. That almost makes me want to be like, get rid of everything that has a buffer tube and just switch over to this whole system. But I'm going to quit rambling. Stay tuned. A whole bunch more videos on this coming real soon. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Hooty hoo!